Hi there, it's me Andre. Welcome back to my channel. Greeting to you all. I am Buhan Bamagda Thagat Pafongduk Seriko. Today I'm going to talk about my 7 years struggle. At the same time, 5 years dropout, and finally getting a medical admissions. It is about my life story, how I have struggled in the past 7 years to be able to get into a medical college, and person like me, who has already lost their belief and hope for personal issue, and then a little bit involved in family, financial issue. So this is all about my story. I'm going to say to everyone in the public, hear me out. I get story say kay haini yamna di sang ani ko sum leader layer ka di adubu aina khara ten tak na adum lijage maramdi aina share to busi si am important oi ko ai gyoine di I think yamna important oi and it's going to relate to many people out there. Aduga habadi akoi di Manipur da lay bese akoi keno ne ba akoi di most of the Manipurians like akoi gi middle class lay banina akoi gi they might have faced some experiences as me, like difficulties in financials, and there is many more. So aduna sigi stories in mingonda adum khara relate tawraga the encourage tawraga motivate tawgani haina khale ko I believe so. Aduna maram oiraga aina masigi videos record tawjabne ko I took more than like a 3 month for me to realize, thinking about my past, what just happened, and I wanted to record this video so bad to help many students, Aduna maram oiraga I tawjabane. So let's start. I'm Andre Thokchom from Manipur Imphal. I Zik Medical College da final year in rehabilitation da tamjabani koi Rajasthan Jaipur ko. Aduga I story se kamai to harakanda it start from my hometown Manipur. During my 10, I was like I give families a quick middle class, low middle class family or quickly time to time, we had a little challenges. I give family go in a copuna, I not puna challenges later because the financial issues lay. I would the government job combato banata, it's obvious, I hope you understand. Elaborate tau dasu yare bo kai sigi short kaino sida statement sida understand to bia bagi possibility am lene ko adu asmaina khar lay adu bu give up to budi ya de haina I say dum hona besem hona yebo ko I never give up, I did give up to deba. If I want something, or if I am not desperate already ko I try everything I could to get that, and if given me a chance, then I would definitely grasp it, If there's a way out, if not, then I don't know. I never thought about that. So I don't know. I'm still in this position because of those situations, And God helped me all the way, throughout my journey. God's with me all the time. That's one main reason I like to take this moment to thank my God, who gave me a free oxygen, who gave me independent, who's with me all the time, like 24 hours, who supported me. Aduga family bisoyne I support they are very supportive to me, I di moina maram orakanda I mungse khoi blessing pibirakanda ngasi phawbada sigi stage sibaw yobong amhan bane po aduna they my everything, like I di amna family mama bai base macha ko ding makidi loina mak support to nei ko aduna I show like they supported me. Adu have adu malai gre ko aduga challenges se high bada sugi nungai ta bakhale bhai badi awaba wari jimi kana so taning da bane ko it might sound funny I di awaba je kana taning de ko aduna high be ya da sing de high be ya sing high ra like gi jeni se 10 dagi how kre ta maina le sai je khalam le ko adubu I get patience, like I really wanted to become a doctor, to serve people, to serve the patients, to get along with them and stay next to them and help them, whatever it is related to my professions, I could help them if I could. Aduna adum khanbane ba ina doctor oining base adabu aingonda aigi leriba aigi IQ, you know, my IQ, like I don't know how can I define my IQ. I've never done that. I have, you know, I'm an average student, you know, not on top of that, you know. I did average oibo ko adun isa se kanano I understand I kanano khange ko. And then aduna I je compare kana su tau jade bo ko aduna sigi keno su lei bani naina oigadra oiroidra su kan mai di aina mingon dai sum ta bai tare ko doctor oi say it's not a, you know, simple task, you know. It is a long journey, you know. You have to you have to take every step, you know. In every minute it has changed, you know. So adu khan bada is what's going to happen if I get into their positions. Do I have to work hard, really, like all the efforts, you know. I then to the pigi which they can peak at the high biggest and then when I, you know, looked at my family, about my conditions, my, you know, family finances, I did as a little bit like discouraged to me, you know. I know that I did government medical college under the I afford to bunga moluko. I know my family conditions, I know my conditions, and I know who I am, you know. So adubu I struggle se the how by the 10 se oire 10 plus 2 pass or oja se oire me ko I like 3-4 month na gi dum hai ta ko like 3-4 month dum oja ma te kam oire me dum sa dum khar phang ko adu dagi experience I started gain a little bit like I started gaining a, you know, knowledge. Like I was with the student whole time, you know. I like su tak pa educate I gonda su knowledge su phang ba kwa adu ma su lai re aduga I say 11 12 se passed out 12 passed out the I say you know Delhi the set crave I say go I went to Delhi to do some, you know, part-time job as well as take a quickie coaching gi damak ta ko aduga and I say Delhi the lai re and then from there, you know, my journey starts, you know. Like from there I have started facing all types of difficulties and challenges. One is like being a northeastern, you know, and then living in different environment, you know, which I have never been, you know, before in my life. Ada kitang challenge ko. So like there this moment where I felt you know, elated, like am na important day moi bhai tare ko. Yam nungai gi mi ku sule do yang wa ba siti mi am wa khre di ai khre am hai roi ge I mathang dum job pass to bude de dum drop to khre ba ko I di thabok part time thabok in su to re class lo re adagi I say I took a voice and action classes and meet coaching su lo re aduga Manipur graduation su to re ko down na the mind lay bane ba je financial issues sem lak pani na I get dreams dum single day that faded to khib hai tare ko. So I started losing my vision, my hopes, and everything what I've been treasure for like, you know, a years, you know, like I treasure so I started to lose everything, you know, from day one itself when I started living in Delhi. And then I thought, okay, this is not the option for me, and I was wrong all the time, you know. Doctor is not my thing. I have other options, so I have to go myself and find my, you know, perfect job, you know. Like maybe I could fit another job, not into these medical professions, you know. Discouraged of hope. I'm sorry for the tongue twisted. I agree, but I don't want to sound like patronized, you know. And like there's a friend of mine used to, you know, motivate me, encourage me all the time, and he used to visit me, you know, every weekend, and we had a fun and a party, you know. And he's a very good guy, and we're very close, you know. And then I consider him as one of my brother, you know, and he's very nice and genuine, you know. And then the way he talks to me, the way he comforts me, it's like I felt so emotional, you know. And then he's like, why are you doing this to yourself, you know? And he said like, you're not, this is not a nonchalant, you know. You're in the best situation, so let's don't do this, all right? This is not good to see. And I said, what? I said nothing. Whatever I say is all true, you know. I didn't say it's not valuable, it's not important, but I sound like a patronized to someone who I talk to usually. I don't know what just happened to me, you know, because all the challenges and difficulties that I went through it, I may not be, you know, able to live with myself, you know. As my kan hore ba je oi da to ke ko again I thabak se continue dum taw hore ko started earning a little bit like money pisa phang ba khra saving khra taw khra khra yam dina tik as a less amount adubu akoi gi kai hai ni adum oi da je khala sum le ku sei home for 3 4 5 years just kept going on, you know. I can't stop the time and years, you know. I did oi khala ga pura lep khre ko exam se I shoot exams anirak thare ni cheko adugo finally pass it away first second su ko tawbudi adubu general ka tawi bani na khoi yamna kino khulong sa phang da ko third time sida je third time tha ba seconds da ne ba tha ba sida ne ba ki kino thare je thar kan da je adu su dum kino di phang dress it ko adur su aina kino to online kino da registration tawre all india ke na aduga kino da tawbani rehabilitation da ko adamai tawraga ise last finally I got admissions in I tami banim university the admission je phang bane ba ko ado ai gi journey sida aina yamna wa khiba se yamna larik pa bum khang khida ba depression chat khiba adum yam ma lai khre adubu mi ama adum yam ai gi damak support to bi se accept my family yam lai rakte huje kain harba mi yo yam do ko ma se he is my support, you know, just like my family habidi khangde adum mayam malay ko it sounds funny to you guys, you know, but it was a real and then it was the experiences that I went through in the last 6-7 years ago. I think I don't want to think about it at the same time. I don't want to talk about it, but especially, you know, I sigi kaino gi damakta satra labor sing gi damakta ina sem bane bako aina agi points da la ka do se phanayam leitrasu phanayam warasu ko akhoi thajaba belief do don't ever change your belief. Yeah, do them sure or them believe ko you might have other options like plan A B C to do that, but don't ever forget that you have primary options, you know. Adugi primary option to observe taraga pasana preserve taraga yam need and clean the value helakan da ko atopa di dum nang secondary na thammo aduga nang phanayam ngawrasu langrasu when you come back to your room just give yourself like 30-40 or 1 hour at least and study, you know. Aduga relax your mind. You can listen, you know, song, you can sing a song yourself, you know, but you know, avoid to talk with your on phone call, you know. It's gonna distract your mind. So for that, in opinion suggestion the 1 hour at least the matam pibiro like papa the monk is gonna help you out there. Aduna thazaba machangi and adugana sana na sabu motivate to zaba machangi ko it's very important for being a student. Aduga miyam kahani like tamaga miyam tinabu khotpa miyam antopgi yam kashu important oida brankale is my opinion. Aduga akogi exam ba dum ai graduation to manung da ko form fill up to ngam da bagi ai hasalini ba ai ko di graduation se akogi matam chana to bangam da ju first semester jan haise ko admission ni to khraba adu aise manipur college ta ju graduation se loi khre ko general line the political science honors aise pass to bane first semester ka ba se cvz aina cbz chemistry botany geology lo bane aise ko adu first semester sta aise form to sasle huda bage to bangam huda bage se you know drop to khre ba aise and then the next year da aise amuk arts on tharaga tudagi mai taw khre ko duna yamna sing ama warasu pa sawnga warasu leitaba mi dadi sawnga se akoi yam yam me ko aduna dugum bakhra lei life se dagi daily lei ba kan su amna waba myam thingai ko khangde awaba se myam lei kre it includes everything ko kitchen oigera study oigera nang chatpa gi oigera nang transportation oigera everything, you know. Aduguma miyam ama lai adubu ai give up the amda torokti aina phane chalu rasu ko ai ki wakhal di doctor haina dum khal lai ba se ko adum khal lai dina ai phara saida pung manga ngang rasu ama tor rasu when I came back to my room, you know, I started relax my mind and just talk myself inside the brain and ask multiple questions. Who am I? What am I? What do I have to do? Do I really have to do this? I did ask questions a lot, Adubu finally I answered the doctor sineba. Aduna I get hard. So finally, because of my effort, all the dedications and hard work, God sees my performance, all the way up from heaven and giving me a chance to be part of the medical, team. So I take admissions and rehabilitations. Now I'm a final year student in IMS University. I'm so thankful to God, for giving me a chance, So anyone out there, students, any professions of ko, do they am interest lobio, aduga hard work se important hard works and IQ should be met so oibigida buka aduga yam confidence lebio aduga yarigedi akogi kahaini just try to avoid all the misconceptions, all the discriminations, anything nangonda yam dakar oidaba singdidi akoni lobigano buka aduna nangonda kem ko sukana bo por oiba laira bo erasu laitra ba ama erasu nangi tawudabana thawdi nangna thamiba position do aduda hold or thamo buka aduga matang do sabada we grasp tawnaba hotna biu buka asini adi punsi ji loinamak mi loinamak doctor phangi haba leite exam thabadi aduk imatek ne exam tharise ko mi amana te manga te mayam ne ba tharise mayam da khara khatane ba khanda je adi medical college am da lawrise okay 125 150 200 sikatane ba mi chawnga lising lo baka so leite buko aduna khanbadi ka chahi amada dum khanbadi khase khangani buko aidi leidana college to gaina ko college ki amam dalawri je 125 150 ne ba do thabadi mayam ne ba thadoi je aduna khanbadi ekami lakh example 1 lakh exam thabada 1 lakh selection is not possible, there is no way, there is no such thing as that. Aduna you don't need to fall for such false conceptions. I dinangina thawdi you have to study hard and don't ever think about level your life to someone's, you don't need to level to somebody. It's not going to help you, This is my only suggestion. Is very effective. Aduna yaragadi nasa listen to you, nangi follow your heart and then nangi amna effort to yam thado buko aduga yam sing na sudum lay bhai tare mi loina mak awab lo thingani ko like tam di medical gi wana te engineering tam koina ngamba potane ba aina ngam gadaba poti to bo phai ko ngam sungam moi da ba isa ni isa wana ba isa ni isa gi life se miserable oina ba you don't have to do this, okay? You have to ask yourself, what do you have to do in the futures right after you pass your templates 2? Are you capable of doing a medical? Are you capable of doing a UPSC? You have to analyze your life, like we calculate, Adamina calculate just try to learn yourself how to calculate life, how to calculate our minds and everything, Aduna nangi life to yamna mateng tarakani buko. Aduna lai na si it's nothing, I can do this. No. This isn't the right terms, Adu khangbiu buko. Aduna demotivation to na miyam lakani in the way or nangi circles lakani ko, forget that, it's not important for you. The only thing you have to do is to give all the efforts into your study and support yourself, support your family and believe in yourself, Once you believe in yourself 100%, your life's going to be a complete whole package. Just believe it, Asina ina haning basiko aduna isana isabu thajabiu aduga sana ngamoida potati never do that, all right? Asine ko aduga life journey se yamna point ai chaba phangdre ai adu haibadu nungai tre ko adumba potati haidre ba ai yam nungai tabadu haire da baduna ai gidi nasada encouragement ai suggestion pi bane ba tawroi da basing do ko pharasu phana leitrasu adum khona ba kaloba haidi khara banjaram ge firon amakhakna ai yam adum chai ama set pangamna ba khona rami 5 years 6 years ago 7 years ago hai tare ko khung amana chahi ma or chahi ani duga khungra angadi khungra ani legi ba is like thousands of clothes adugi imagination dune ina lai rise ko. But when it comes to the reality, everything is upside down, it's very different from your thoughts when you see the reality aspect, aduna kaino da yam khenai aduna yam superstition lehani fictions kumba je oiro da pota ko ni am ko khaba phate bu ko aduna like ati awaba tu hajabane ko hadi puri ama ani ki like se ko 10 page 20 page 30 page tu gum khaleba aduna hojikti source of income lamne bhai no YouTube se hang jare ko adi sagi depend tawduna ba family da ko sina success oina ba ju kan honor ka doine bo kram ba content se maga phagani haina aina YouTube hangai je educational purpose kini I'm going to share a different type of video to the viewers, like educational purposes, entertainment as well, adum sulai re aduna mayam ama legre mayam na wari se dum tabiyo haiti important oigani khali ko ai sida gi matang se wari solution jagi. I'll see you on my next vlog. Bye kona.